flag. Heat number 1 is underway. And Mike Pernasiglio goes to the lead from the outside pole position. A challenge from Randy Cabral. Cabral up on the outside. Now tucks it back down to the inside. Trying to get a nose down underneath Pernasiglio. But Pernasiglio cuts him off out of turn number 2 and maintains the lead. Cabral right up on the back bumper. Add Paul Scally to the mix. Scally now right up there to battle with the leaders as we're already at the halfway point. 6-lap heats tonight for the NEMA Lights. Mike Pernasiglio trying to pick up his second only NEMA Light qualifying heat win in his rookie season. And he continues to lead Randy Cabral, Paul Scally, and Jim Santamaria. This time by, the white flag will be in the air. One more lap to go. One more for Randy Cabral to take a shot at Pernasiglio. Again, looking to the high side. He'll pull to the outside of Pernasiglio in a race to the finish. Here they come. Pernasiglio holds on. Green flag. Tiana Kibbe leads them from the start. Chris Vos with a challenge up on the outside in the number 3. Down on the low side, the 21 of Avery Storr. Tiana Kibbe continues to lead. Chris Vos up on the outside in the number 3. Now he'll tuck it in behind Kibbe. No, he'll look high again as Avery Storr was looking to take that lane up on the high side. They're coming to the cross flags halfway through heat number 2. Kibbe has led it from the start. Avery Storr now goes into second in the number 21. 29 of Jake Trainer around Vos to go to third. Here's Avery Storr up on the outside with a challenge for the lead. Outside of Tiana Kibbe. The race for the lead is out of turn 4 and under the white flag. One more lap. And Avery Storr with a good jump out of turn 2 gets into a solid lead and will win heat number 2. Avery Storr. Give the word to go and get the Dave Humphrey Memorial 60-lap feature for the NEMA Lights underway. Here they come. Green flag. Great start for Mike Pernasiglio, who dives down to the bottom of the racetrack and takes the lead, but challenged by Jim Santamaria. Here's Santamaria up on the outside. And Santamaria goes to the lead. Avery Storr wasting no time. Avery Storr goes to second. Mike Pernasiglio holds on to third, being challenged by Richie Coy in the 19 and the 29 of Jake Trainer. 3 wide out of turn 2. They split Pernasiglio with Avery Storr, or rather Richie Coy on the inside and Jake Trainer on the outside. They are really spread out at the front. Jim Santamaria has set sail in that number 97. Avery Storr all by himself in second. Now Jake Trainer has broken out to third in the number 29. Not quite at the speeds they turned in the qualifying heats. Obviously with a little conservation going on. Best lap so far turned in by Jim Santamaria at 14.3. Santamaria continues to show the way around. Avery Storr in a comfortable second. Jake Trainer is third. Richie Coy is fourth. Randy Cabral fifth, and Paul Scally is sixth. Trainer now starting to close on the 21 of Avery Storr. Got a pretty good race shaping up for second. Avery Storr has it in the 21. Jake Trainer running third in the 29. Richie Coy fourth. Randy Cabral fifth. Paul Scally sixth. Then a good run for Dylan Kutu in seventh. Mike Perniciglio eighth. Tiana Kibbe ninth. And Chris Vos round out the top 10. Santa Maria into some traffic now, picking his way through the back markers. And Santa Maria able to get around those three cars running towards the back. The 16, the 08, and the 59. Really a race of endurance here. And Jim Santa Maria, who has about a straightaway lead in the number 97, continues to pour it on. Avery Storr and Jake Trainer encountering the lap traffic now. They will pick their way through the lap traffic as Santa Maria is about to put the 10th place car down a lap as he starts to work around Chris Vos. And does put him down a lap. Santa Maria on the backstretch. Now only 8 cars on the lead lap, and soon to be 7 as Santa Maria starts to work his way around Mike Perniciglio. Here's your leader out of turn 4, Jim Santa Maria out in front. Here's second for Avery Storr in the 21, Jake Trainer in the 29. Paul Scally has gotten around Richie Coy and has gone to the 5th spot. Rather, the 4th spot for Scally. 5th is the 19 of Richie Coy. 6th is the 35 of Randy Cabral. Not yet at the halfway mark. And now that race for second heating up as they work their way through some lap traffic. Avery Storr has it. Jake Trainer has caught him and starts to work the back bumper. But first, they've got to get through some of the lap traffic. That's the race for second. Santa Maria now with almost a half a lap lead. Just about a half a lap lead for Santa Maria. And the best race right now is from second on back. Avery Storr has second. Jake Trainer right with him in the number 29. And now Paul Scally in the 30. They have cleared the lap traffic, but they have some real estate to cover if they're going to catch the 97 of Jim Santa Maria. coming up on the halfway mark. And now these guys, if anybody was holding anything, they'll get on it now, as we've got just over 30 laps to go. Here's Scally with a move down underneath Jake Trainer in the race for third. Scally goes to third. Now looking underneath Avery Storr. Cross flags for our leader, Jim Santamaria. Santamaria maintains that half a lap lead. And Scally has gotten around both Storr and Trainer, as it looks like Avery Storr is off the pace in the number 21. Avery Storr off the pace and out of the race. 21 goes to the infield. Tough break for the Scrivani 21. So Scally is in second. Jake Trainer is third. But Scally still has to go a half a lap to catch the 97 of Jim Santamaria. Santamaria coming around to put some more cars down a lap, as he'll have to pick his way through the lap traffic. Works his way around the 08 of Ethan Dion. Santamaria is on a tear. And so is Paul Scally. Scally has eaten into the lead, if ever so slightly. At one point, Santamaria was a half a lap ahead. Scally has cut into that lead. Again, as we say, if ever so slightly. Santamaria still almost a half a lap lead. Here's Santamaria putting Richie Coy down a lap. Chris Vos out of it in the number 3. Randy Cabral is out of it in the 35. This race has taken its toll. Some of those drivers that were capable of winning this thing are in the infield, like Randy Cabral and Avery Storr. Here's the leader across the stripe, Jim Santamaria. Here's the race for second. Paul Scally in the 30 and Jake Trainer in the 29. '97 continuing to go just as hard as he did at the beginning and maintains the lead. I'm sure some of these drivers in the top 5 were hoping for a caution flag, but we have gone green all the way so far with 42 laps complete. Here's that race between Scally and Jake Trainer. Scally a little loose going into turn number 1. Gathers it back up, but still being chased by Trainer. And Santamaria has just about opened it back up to a half a lap lead again. Second and third right together, picking their way through lap traffic. That includes the 28 of Mike Perniciglio. Scally going around them on the outside. Scally with Jake Trainer right there, ready to pounce to take over the second spot. Scally and Trainer, the best race on the track right now. As Scally can't shake Trainer, he stays right with him. Going around the lap car of Richie Coy. Now better than a half a lap for Jim Santamaria in the number 97. 10 laps to go. Just 10 to go. We've gone 50 laps now, 51 laps for the 97 of Santamaria. Scally with a good run in second. Jake Trainer right there to continue his string of top 5 finishers, and several in the top 3. Now takes a run at Scally. Down on the inside, and he makes the pass. Jake Trainer goes to second. And Jim Santamaria is all by himself, having cleared the lap traffic. Now with only 6 laps to go. Jake Trainer's gone to second. Paul Scally is third. Dylan Kutu is fourth. Richie Coy is fifth. Mike Perniciglio is sixth. Less than 5 to go. 4 to go for Jim Santamaria, who defies all the odds and goes pedal to the metal for the whole race. Leader is on the backstretch, and this time around, he'll see 2 laps to go in a race that I don't think anybody expected to go green to checker. He is well out in front by 3/4 of a lap. 1 more lap to go for Jim Santamaria in the 97. Trouble on the backstretch. 2 cars slow, 1 car stopped on the track. But they're coming to the checkered flags. And Santamaria will win it. Here comes second place, Jake Trainer in the 29. Third place, Paul Scally in the 30. Here is Paul Scally, a little tired tonight, but he finishes third. That was almost like an endurance race, right?
Yeah, you know, we were really good in the middle of the race, and in the end, it just kind of didn't have much car left, so I was holding on. And then on the last lap, I don't know what happened. There was cars everywhere. I had cars on the infield, cars on the outside, so I didn't know what was going to happen. But yeah, it was a good race.
You got a third place finish, Paul, and this, I'm sure it was tough for you guys out there because it's the longest race you've run here in the NEMA Lights, and it went green to checker.
Yeah, it's not what we're used to running, so it's an endurance for us. It's a little hot today too, so I mean, not compared to Death Valley, right? But it's hot, and you know, it was a workout, and I'm just happy we came home with third. I would have liked to have been 2 spots more ahead, but those guys who finished in front of me, they earned it.
All right, we'll grab some water, and we'll see you in the NEMA feature.
Yep, thank you.
All right, there's Paul Scally, our second place winner, and right over here, our third place finisher. Here's our second place finisher in the number 29, the current point leader in the NEMA Lights. It's Jake Trainer. Good run for second.
Yeah, I mean, all we could have hoped for was a yellow. I thought we were going to get one right there at the end. Would have made for a hell of a race, but Jim was just gone. I mean, he was dialed in, definitely. Right from the get-go, I saw him start checking out, so I knew it was going to be a tough one, and definitely had to work for the second place. I loved coming to this track. I love these long races. It's just great to be up here.
Well, we talked at the beginning of the race about some strategy because obviously you don't want to get on it too soon and use the car up. Was that kind of your thinking early on in the race?
Yeah, there was definitely some strategy that went into it. I mean, I tried to keep the car under me as best as I could the whole race. I felt the handling didn't go away as much as it should have and as much as it did on some other cars, but that 97 was just checked out, and there's nothing we could do there.
Well, congratulations to you on another podium finish.
Thank you, Pete.
Jake Trainer comes home in second in the Seymour Performance Product number 29. And way down here is the guy that drove his tail off for sure. I have to say that as far as I can recall, this is the biggest margin of victory ever in the NEMA Lights. You won by 3/4 of a lap, and you were just going from the drop of the green.
Yeah, I mean, it was a long race. I was trying to figure out, a good way how to pace myself, how to, when to really go on it and stuff. And I guess I just found that balance. I knew there were some fast cars in the field tonight, so I know I had to get a pretty big lead, and then was just trying to figure out how to maintain it because I was running from them guys.
Yeah, well, you had the fastest lap of anybody in that feature event, and you went out there and just kept going. So it's a big, big win for you.
Thank you. Yeah, and I got to thank Ames, True Value. They put on the show. They help us out a lot. Everyone for coming out tonight. You guys, you're always packed the house here. You give us a lot of support. I love having you guys here. I love coming here. So, and I just got to thank my parents and my girlfriend Kelly for how much work they put on this car. It's a lot, a lot of hard work, and it's going to pay off.
Great win for you, and congratulations.
Nate Sennett waves the green, and we're racing. Heads up racing into turn one. Faith Cleaves and Mike Brown. Faith Cleaves managed to get a car length coming out of 2. Mike Brown will fight with Alan Moeller for second place. Moeller able to get it down low out of 4. He'll take second at the line. Mark Lucas looking to fill suit. Mike Brown getting strong on the outside. He's looking to reclaim second place from Moeller. Can't quite stick out of 4. He'll stick to third. Meanwhile, Faith Cleaves is extending her lead little by little. She's up to about 5 car lengths. Alan Moeller now clear into second. The battle still for that second and third position. Moeller, Brown, and Lucas. Back in the pack a little bit. We got Treadwell and we got Chadbourne trying to gain some ground here, get some points. Four laps in, 6 laps to go. It is still Faith Cleaves all the way. She is up right now by 0.6 of a second. The 8 car slowly gaining. That's Alan Moeller. And there's the halfway mark. Faith extending her lead ever so slightly. Looking to get her first heat win. Mike Brown coming up strong again on the outside. He's almost up into second. The gap at that time just 19 thousandths between the two. Now Mark Lucas looks to join Mike Brown on the high side, see if he can't get around the two of them. But we are running out of time in this heat. Moeller Brown, they're switching it back and forth. Two laps to go this time for Faith Cleaves. Oh, Mark Lucas pulling off. Either he's got an issue or he wants to save some tires. No points on the line for him, so probably just saving some rubber. Looks like Adam Chadbourne up into fourth now as Faith Cleaves takes the white flag. The battle still for second between Moeller and Brown, but it looks like Moeller has the definite advantage now. Through 3 and 4, Faith Cleaves looks to score her first heat win. Followed by Alan Moeller, Mike Brown third, Adam Chadbourne fourth, Tyler Robbins fifth. All right, pace car getting ready to pull off the track. Nice healthy distance between the two. Green flag is out. Faith Cleaves leads them into turn number 1. Mike Brown with a good jump, but Faith strong through 1 and 2. She gets a nose ahead down the backstretch. She looks to clear Mike Brown into turn 3. She is all alone in the lead. Mike Brown pulls in second place. Alan Moeller running in third. Mark Simon's trying to hold on strong on the outside. He's got Brian Treadwell on the bumper. Meanwhile, Faith Cleaves and Mike Brown are starting to get a little distance between the third place car. Simon pushing up out of 4, bringing Treadwell to the back with him. Lucas already up to the 4th spot. Chadbourne already up to the 5th spot. Now Mike Brown looking on the high side. He wants to get that lead. He's up to the bumper across the line. They'll head into turn 1 side by side. You can throw a blanket over the top 5 right now. We have a tight race going on. Mike Brown edging ahead just a little bit. He sticks it out of turn 4. He'll lead lap number 4. He keeps that slight nose advantage going into turn 3, but he's got company in the mirror. Mark Lucas looks to join the battle. Day 3 gains the lead for that lap. Oh, we have some contact into 1. We straighten it all out. Faith Cleaves will come away with the lead with a 1 car length advantage. Mark Lucas now on the outside. He's got open daylight ahead of him. He looks to challenge for the 2nd position. He's side by side through 1 and 2. Mark Lucas getting a nose down the backstretch. He's got a nose in on the leader now. He's up to the leader's door. Side by side at the line. Give it to Mark Lucas. He's running strong now. He clears Faith Cleaves out of turn 2 on the high side. He's looking to bring Adam Chadbourne with him. He's joined the party. Chadbourne at the door for 2nd. Chadbourne side by side. And Adam, he is clear into 2nd spot. Mike Brown looking to the high side of Faith again. He wants the 3rd position now. Looks like she'll hold on strong. She's running a solid line, doing all she can do. Looking for her top 3. Wouldn't be her first trip there, but be definitely a good one to get back to. Chadbourne on Mark Lucas. He's looking to the high side. Thinks better of it for now. Gonna save a little bit for later. Gets a big run out of turn 2. He is right on the bumper of that 5 machine. Chadbourne low out of 4. Looks like he's gonna go right in his wake into turn 1. The top 2 have made a big gap now. We're up to about 2 seconds from 3rd place. And that lead's building. Still, we've got Mark Lucas in the lead. Adam Chadbourne hot on his tail. Alan Moeller looks to retire the 8 machine early. Tops 2 still nose to tail. Adam Chadbourne high into 1, gonna look low out of 2. Nope, gonna leave it out there. He's almost got him bumper to bumper side by side. Looks like Chadbourne still can't get it out there as we're halfway through this race. We got Mark Lucas in the lead, followed by Chadbourne. Faith Cleaves still holding on strong to 3rd. Mike Brown in 4th with Tyler Robbins 5th. Brian Treadwell 6th, and Mark Simon running up the field in 7th. Tyler Robbins looking low on the Mike Brown machine. He's trying to sneak himself into 4th position. Can't quite stick it. Brown clear into 3. He pulls it back low. We got a battle for 3rd and 4th. We got a battle for the lead. Nobody can quite make the outside work yet. The leaders have about a 3.5 second lead to 3rd position as Chadbourne looks to the high side again. Still can't quite make it stick out of turn 4. Can't quite get the rotation he needs. But we got Mike Brown now on the outside of Faith Cleaves for 3rd place. He can't quite make it stick through 1 and 2. She's clear down the backstretch. As we got another fight for the lead. Adam won't give up that high side. He wants to get it done up there. He's getting some ground now. He's at Mark Lucas's number. Meanwhile, Mike Brown's falling back as he tries. Oh, contact! Mike Brown and Tyler Robbins looks like they were going for the same turf going into turn 3. That'll bring out the yellow flag. Mike Brown's starting to spit some water out of that machine, probably running a little warm. The green, we are racing side by side into turn 1. Lucas strong through 1 and 2. He's going to clear Chadbourne out of 2. Cleve's looking to sneak in for second. She can't quite get it done. Chadbourne going to leave it on the high side, see what he can do up there. I think he feels that's the only way he's going to win this race. Looking for the crossover, it's not quite there. Lucas just too strong coming out of 2. Back single file, just 8 laps to go. Chadbourne getting a little loose out of 2. He was looking to go to the high side. A little bit of a wiggle, cook that right rear tire. Don't put no speed down. Adam looking high again in 1 and 2. Looking for maybe a cross or just a dime in the track. Trying anything he can to find some speed. Meanwhile, Faith Cleaves is checked out. She's comfortably in 3rd place now. Adam Chadbourne still just a little bit of a wiggle every time out of 2. Can't quite put it down. And they are dead even every lap out of turn 4. Two veteran drivers fighting it for the last 5 laps so you can get the win. Both with many feature victories in this class here at this division, at this track. Adam looking high into 1. Gonna leave it out there out of 2. It sticks this time, but still can't quite get out there. Gonna try to roll through 4. Gets a good run. But Lucas strong on the exit. Still clear into 1. Coming to take 2 to go. Chadbourne on the bumper of the 5 machine. Can he find any room? Can he get this done? Can't quite make it through 1 and 2 that time. Gonna try it into turn 3. Lucas running a little bit high. He can't quite get that outside groove. White flag waves. 2 more sets of turns for Mark Lucas. He's got a car length down the backstretch. Let's see if Adam Chadbourne has any kind of tricks for here. Doesn't look like it. Mark Lucas will take the victory, followed by Adam Chadbourne. Faith Cleaves holds on for 3rd. Brian Treadwell 4th. Tyler Robbins machine. He's got familiar colors on it. Parked it back in familiar territory in victory lane. Mark, tell us how the car went, man. You come from about mid-pack. You got the lead. You just ran a solid line. Adam he tried everything he could do. Had nothing for you. What was it like out there, man?
It was good to have it back going good. It was only my 2nd run in this car.
Well, it looks like you built a really good car here, and it's probably going to get a lot more feature wins in its future.
Yeah, I got to thank Ben Tinka for the chassis. He's a chassis builder here. Thank Rob Chandler for all the help he gives me and all my crew, my sister. Thank Copper Kettle for our sponsorship. Lucas Enterprise. Thank the guys that showed up and the crew and the fans. And thank you all.
All right, that's Mark Lucas with your modified feature victory. All right, 2nd place, we have another fan favorite. He's no stranger to victory lane. He's walking around high-fiving everyone. He just loves it down here. I guess if somebody doesn't know what it's like to do that, I guess I kind of know. All right, here he comes, Adam Chadbourne with a solid 2nd place run. All right, give us the same routine in victory lane, man. What was it like out there? You were trying everything you could on Mark, but he just had too much. It looked like just really coming out of 4, you were even coming through 2. You just couldn't quite get outside of him.
Yeah, I couldn't quite seal the deal on the outside, and he was pushing out pretty good. But Mark's a very experienced driver. I knew he wasn't just going to give me the bottom. So I tried setting outside, but he had a lot of power coming off the corner. I just couldn't quite get beside him enough to hold him there. So.
No, you couldn't quite get beside him enough to hold him off, but, man, you could just get there just sideways coming out of 4. By the time he hit the line, he cleared you again. Like you said, just big power, big grip. Any sponsors you want to thank again?
Yeah, I got all kinds. The mic will work. There we go. Burt's Oil, Dresden Takeout, Farley's Cannabis, Lynn Spring Service, Montswig Farm and Restaurant, Napa, Norm's Used Cars, Shad's and Sun Towing, and Midcoast Glass.
And there we go. Pretty soon you're just going to have that list memorized. All right, with a solid third place run, Faith Cleaves returns to victory lane. Tell us, you got to go out, lead a couple laps. You won your heat race. Today seems like it was a pretty good day for you.
Today's been a great day. Couldn't really be any better. The car's been really good all day, and I'm so fucking happy, really.
Well, I don't really blame you. I mean, from a couple struggles early on in the season to where you have it now, I mean, it just looked really solid lap after lap. Your line never faltered. You had guys challenging you for a trophy spot, and you never gave up. I mean, congratulations to you. How many sponsors you got to thank here?
I got to thank Max Treehouse, Shamrock Farms, Salon Silver, Grey Ghost Insulation, RM Terrio Construction, Dodo's Hot Rods, Ben Tinker, and that's it. My mom and dad, my stepdad, everybody that comes to support me.
Yeah, you can never forget the moms and the dads, ever, ever. All right, that's Faith Cleaves with a solid third place run. That was your Wiscasset modified feature.
The NEMA Midgets, here they come. Green flag. Scally to the lead from the pole position, and look at Avery Storr up on the outside in the 39. Storr shuffles right into the second spot. And just beside him now, Paul Scally in the number 30. Scally and Storr duking it out for the lead. Nathan Bird is up to third. Mike Horn holds on to fourth, and John Zick for fifth. But here's the battle for the lead. Out of turn 4. Avery Storr trying to make it work on the outside. Scally holding on to the bottom in the number 30. Here's Storr again, gets in a little bit better up in that second groove. And he takes over the lead. Avery Storr, the new leader. Paul Scally shuffled back to second. Nathan Bird is third, but John Zick is starting to close on him. Cross flags this time by, and they're pretty well spread out at this point. Avery Storr with a big lead in the number 39. Paul Scally second. Nathan Bird holds on to third. John Zick fourth. Mike Horn is fifth. And Jake Trainer is sixth. Straightaway lead for Avery Storr. And he sees the white flag. Only one lap to go. Continues to grow the lead, too. Got a battle shaping up for second, but time is running out as Nathan Bird closes on Paul Scally. Checkered flag. Avery Storr will win it. Here's Paul Scally holding on for second. Nathan Bird will finish third. John Zick, here they come. And I don't think that one's going to stand. Less than 30 points, actually. But looking to pick up his 8th championship in that number 74. Green flag. And Mary gets a jump once again, but that one will stick. And he goes to the lead. Randy Cabral follows him in the number 74. Mary out in front. Cabral trying to work him up on the outside. Matt Mary out in front in the number 69. Randy Cabral running second. Kenny Johnson up to third, and a battle for fourth between Richie Coy and Doug Cleveland, but Coy already shuts the car off and will pull out of the speedway. Trouble for the number 16. Matt Murray continues to lead. Randy Cabral gives chase. But Murray is strong in that number 69. A blistering pace. In the mid 13-second range for Matt Murray. And a good-sized lead. Comfortable lead anyway. 2 laps to go this time for Murray. White flag is in the air. Here comes Randy Cabral with a challenge on the bottom. And the caution flag is out. Big trouble for Kenny Johnson. Up here in the 4th turn, right up against the wall, on top of the wall actually. Pretty hard hit in turn number 4. He's exiting the car, which is a good sign. Climbing out, a little difficult to do so, but he is out and appears to be okay. Not so the case for the race car, which took a pretty hard hit. Green flag. Murray rockets back to the lead. And Randy Cabral gives chase in the number 74. White flag, 1 more lap to go. This time Murray seems to be in control. And he's got a comfortable lead as he races through the 3rd and 4th turn. Checkered flag is in the air, and Matt Murray wins it. Green flag. Paul Scally to the lead from the pole position. Down the backstretch. Scally is the leader. Doug Cleveland runs second. Matt Murray way up the racetrack. Had been running third, but drop kicked back several spots. Some problems with that number 69. Up front, it is Paul Scally, but Avery Storr coming fast in that number 39. He's already up on the outside of Doug Cleveland in the 87. Avery Storr goes to second. John Zick on the move. Zick trying to make it 2 in a row here at Wiscasset for 2021 as he gets around the outside of Doug Cleveland. Cleveland fights back on the inside. That is a good battle for third. Meanwhile, race for the lead up front. Scally and Avery Storr. Storr up on the outside. Makes the pass out of turn 2. And opens up a 5-car length lead by the time he gets to the end of the backstretch. Avery Storr well out in front now. Paul Scally for second. John Zick is third. Randy Cabral running in the 4th spot in the number 74. They have spread it out amongst the top 5 competitors. Jake Trainer off the track into the infield in the number 1. Big lead for Avery Storr. Puts Matt Murray down a lap and leads by a straightaway over Paul Scally. Avery, who we saw drop out of the NEMA Light feature in the number 21, is going at it here in the main event. Now Randy Cabral's gotten around John Zick to take over the 3rd spot. So Scally's still second. Cabral is third. John Zick is fourth. A torrid pace for Avery Storr. A lap of 13.1 is the fastest lap for Avery Storr, and that was just a couple of laps ago. We're at the cross flags. And like we saw in the earlier race, Avery Storr leading by almost a half a lap. Closest speed to his 13.1 is Randy Cabral with a 13.2. Cabral will try to catch him, but Avery's got him by just about a half a lap. Avery's into some lap traffic now as we're just past the halfway mark. Avery puts Mike Horn down a lap, now going after Richie Coy. So Avery Storr with a 13.119 and Randy Cabral with a 13.27. Randy's got some pedaling to do if he's going to catch his teammate. Avery is the leader. Randy Cabral is second. John Zick is third. Paul Scally is fourth. Nathan Bird is fifth, and he's about to go down a lap from Avery Storr. So tonight the story is, when you're hooked up, you are hooked up at Wiscasset Speedway. 5 laps to go for Avery Storr, who's basically in another zip code. Randy Cabral in a comfortable second. He's got a straightaway over John Zick, who is third, who has a straightaway over Paul Scally, who's about fourth. And now with only 3 laps to go, Avery about to lap the 5th place runner. And that's his teammate, Nathan Bird. He'll come around this time and see 2 laps to go. 2 to go for Avery Storr. There's Randy Cabral just now crossing the stripe for 2 to go. And John Zick for third. White flag in the air. 1 more for Avery Storr. Now he's put the 4th place car down a lap. Only 3 cars on the lead lap, and that's the way it will end. Avery Storr wins it in the 39. Here comes 2nd place, Randy Cabral for 2nd. John Zick,
a couple spots
3rd.
short, but those guys are really fast. So we'll take a 3rd place. It's great to be here again. We love coming up here, obviously. Such a great track. So I want to thank everyone for having us up here and hopefully enjoyed the race.
Congratulations for you on another podium finish.
Thank you.
John Zick comes home 3rd in the number 9 tonight. And Randy Cabral, the most recent winner up until tonight in the NEMA Midgets. Had some tough luck in that NEMA Light race, but good run here for you tonight to come home 2nd.
Yeah, a little overheating problem in the NEMA Light. This one was good, so I'm only disappointed with 2nd place right now because I love coming here and putting a show on for the fans, and I couldn't do that for you guys, so I'm sorry, but I love coming up here. I love racing up here. I think another lap, I think I probably would have had the win on Avery. He was only about, a half a track ahead of me, so I think I had him. I got a little balled up behind the lap traffic. They were kind of a roadblock, so I thought John was going to get me, but luckily we held off a 2nd. I'm actually ecstatic about 2nd. I'm happy for Avery, John, these guys. I love racing with these guys, and we love coming in and putting a show on for you guys. Thanks, Wiscasset.
Yeah, there's a very happy and confident Randy Cabral who finishes 2nd here tonight. And here's our winner. Yeah, he was right. Like about a half a lap, you were on rails tonight. Now, the last time we saw that number 39 in competition, it was on its side at the Hudson Speedway. But boy, whatever it was, you fixed it, and you were flying tonight.
Oh man, talk about we fixed it. Actually, last week I welcomed my daughter into this world, and I was out. I couldn't work on the car at all, and I really owe this whole win to Keith Patello. He put the whole car together pretty much by himself, and I mean, you guys saw he did a phenomenal job. He helps me every step of the way, and I really couldn't do it without him. I absolutely love coming up here. Ames True Value for putting this on, Wiscasset Speedway for having us. You guys are always great to us here. I love the energy. I love coming here. Tim Bertrand for giving me a great car to work with. oh, just everybody who puts a show on. It's just awesome.
Well, for a guy who probably didn't get a lot of sleep this week because you got a brand new baby girl, you drove pretty fast tonight.
I don't know if maybe I wasn't in my right frame of mind because I haven't slept much this week at all. If I got one night's worth of sleep between this whole week, I'd be lucky. But I got two beautiful kids, and I'm just very lucky.
You are. Congratulations.
Ford Mustang pace cars getting ready, showing pace speed, pulling off. Green flag is out. We are heads up racing into turn 1. Dead heat coming out of turn 2. DC Alexander, Connor Wenners. With Ben Erskine looking pretty hungry on the outside. Oh, contact. And Alex Walsh in through the turn 4 infield. Brent Roy a little bit. Looks like we're going to try and stay green here. Alex Walsh going to try to fire that thing up. Meanwhile, the pack is coming. Looks like they're going to keep trying to get him to get it going. Yellow flag's in here, and he's rolling. Yellow flag's put back away. Back on the track, we got Ben Erskine now to the outside of DC Alexander. He's going to try to steal the lead up high. Can't quite get out there coming out of Ford. Don's got just enough speed. Frank Moulton, meanwhile, is already up into 4th. He's looking hungry back there. Scotty Hall's a few spots up. Fastest lap in this race definitely goes to Frank Moulton. He has the field covered by 0.3 of a second right now. He's the fast guy. He's in 4th. He's looking to go up high for 3rd as we're taking the halfway point. Erskine trying to look low under DC. He seems like he's getting a little snug around the track. Erskine looking low out of 4. Not quite there. Man, Erskine getting a little pushy. He's up under him into turn 3. He'll take the lead away with just 4 to go. Meanwhile, Frank Moulton on the outside. He looks like he's going to claim 3rd place. Moulton clears Wenners out of turn 2. He's now solidly in 3rd. As Ben Erskine comes to take the 2 to go. Erskine widening his line out a little bit, making the track nice and big and fast. Oh, Moulton and Alexander have some contact. Moulton gets up around him. Just a little bit of rear contact coming out of turn 2. White flag waves. Looks like Wenners on the high side of Alexander. He's going to try to take the 3rd spot in this. He wants to start on the inside. How's this going to finish up? Erskine comes, takes the checker, followed by Moulton, then Wenners gets it done on the high side, followed by Alexander. They're right up close to him. This is going to be a good start. Green flag waves. We got St. Clair and Colby into turn 1. St. Clair sideways. He straightens it out as Colby motors his way up into the lead. He's not quite clear, but he seems pretty strong up there. Oh, and St. Clair and Colby have contact. Great job driving to hold on to that. Both parts doing their job. Colby comes away in the lead, followed by 2 St. Clairs, Thorne and McLaughlin. Josh looks like he wants to set it high around his brother. Not quite there yet. He's going to leave it out there. See if he can't build his momentum up. As Thorne looks to fill the low side, so he has no choice but to stay out there. As Tiger Colby slowly stretching his lead up to about a half second. The leader starting to check out. 2nd through 6th over here, starting to get bunched right up. Josh finally getting some ground up there. He's up to the tire. He's up to the door. They're side by side into 3. Side by side coming out of 4. Ryan Ripley pulls off the track. Looks like he's saving it for later. Will Collins gets a little loose. He falls off the pace a little bit, gets some breathing room. Meanwhile, Tiger Colby starting to check right out. He's got a second lead now, with just 4 laps remaining in this heat. Josh still working the high side. Will's going to pull his off, save it for later. Andrew McLaughlin looking to take to the high side, see if he can't get Chris now. Meanwhile, Josh, he pulls it back in behind his brother in third. He didn't quite have enough to finish the job on the high side. Tiger Colby takes 2 laps to go with a 2-second lead now. Second through 5th bunched right up. Andrew McLaughlin looks high around Chris Thorne. White flag out for the field. Tiger Colby extends his lead even further. Tiger Colby through turn 4. He's got an easy heat win here. Followed by Ryan St. Clair, Josh St. Clair, Chris Thorne. All right, Norm's used car Mustang pulls off. Green flag waves, we're racing into turn 1. Side by side, Moulton and Erskine. They are dead heat even, coming out of turn 2 and down the backstretch. They got about a car length and a half on third place already. And they're going to be side by side. Give it to Ben Erskine on lap 1. Erskine gaining the ground a little bit. Frank not giving up the outside. He doesn't want to fall in behind him yet. Meanwhile, Scotty Hall, he's outside there. He's in 5th spot. He's looking to clear himself. Can't quite get it done yet. He's still out there. Meanwhile, Erskine clears Moulton for the lead. Looks like the 10's clear this time. He holds on to 5th place. Now Tyler Bailey looking to go to the outside of Chris Burgess in the 47. Tyler looking to earn his way into his first career top 5 in a late model. But up front, it's still all Ben Erskine. He's got about 2 car lengths now on Frank Moulton, who has about 6 car lengths on Connor Winters. And then about another 7 back to DC Alexander in the Dirty 30. Some of the heavy hitters making their way slowly but surely. A lot of traffic in front of them. Bailey holding strong on the outside. He's trying to get ahead of Brent Roy. He's got Josh St. Clair in his rear view. Brent's got Tiger Colby in his rear view. Oh, we're getting pushy shovey. And Bailey goes around. He's into St. Clair. McLaughlin gets collected. They were 3 wide for a moment. That definitely ain't going to work. Didn't see the exact cause, but they were pretty bunched up right there, side by side. Everyone trying to come to the front, man.
Yeah, it looked like some people, several cars fighting for the same piece of real estate.
All right, pace car ready to pull in. Nate Sennett waves the green. We're racing. Ben Erskine will lead him into turn 1. Frank Moulton hot on the outside. They're dead even coming out of 2. They're building a gap onto 3rd again. Looks like Erskine has the advantage coming out of 4. He clears them. Erskine, your leader still. Hall up to 4th. Colby up to 5th. Ripley up to 6th. DC Alexander on the outside. He looks like he's getting freight trained back. Outside groove just isn't where it needs to be right now. But Tiger Colby's going to try the high side anyway. See what he can do out there. He's making ground. Hall and Colby side by side through 3 and 4. They'll be heads up at the line for the 4th spot. Advantage 78. They'll look now, but Ripley and Thorne have joined the picture. Meanwhile, Erskine and Frank Moulton, they're up to about a 2.5 seconds on 3rd place. Erskine looks like he's brought a fast machine tonight. He's got the fastest lap of the race with a 15.82. Frank Moulton with a 15.91. Those are your only two cars in the 15-second bracket. Frank was your fastest in practice with a 15.7. Tiger Colby up the outside. He's all the way into third now. He's got that car rolling good. Ripley looking to the high side for fifth. He wants in on the top five. Scotty Hall don't want to give it up yet. Ripley strong up there. He'll bring it dead even for the fifth spot. He'll look to join the top five. A little bit of contact. Ripley clears him at the line. He's your new fifth place car. Jar St. Clair looks like he's stuck back in the pack. Can't get that car to get up to the speed it was at earlier. Will Collins looks like he's stuck in the back. He can't quite get the outside to work, gain some ground. Meanwhile, Ripley working on the fourth place car. Connor Winters. He's looking high. He's up to the bumper at the line. Ripley with a nose at it too. Ripley looks to be your new fourth place car. Now Chris Thorne looking to join the top five. He's up to Winters head up going into turn one. And Chris Thorne will clear the car for fifth place coming out of two. Almost halfway through, Ben Erskine's up to a 2.5 lead over Frank Moulton. Then just a few tenths back, just about a car length back to the third place car, Tiger Colby. He looks to fight for second. Now officially halfway done. Erskine, Moulton, Colby, Ripley, Thorne. Many generations worth of names just named in that top five right there. A lot of wins through that bloodline. Not a lot of lap traffic to work with, everyone up to speed. Ben Erskine was smooth sailing ahead of him as Tiger Colby looks to clear Frank Moulton. Can't quite do it out of four. The battle for the second spot looks like it's going to be Tiger Colby out of turn two. Looks like Collins and St. Clair have found their ground. They found a rhythm. 16 laps to go. They're looking to break up to the top seven. Ripley gaining ground on the top three right now. Slowly but surely inching his way to another podium finish. That time by, it looks like Erskine's still the fast car. The gap's hanging right around 3 seconds still. Plenty of room, just 13 laps remaining. Ripley still trying to gain Moulton for third. He can't quite get it done yet. Chris Thorne all alone back there in fifth. Connor Winters holding on to sixth. Jar St. Clair up to seventh. He's around Will Collins, who's in eighth. Scotty Hall ninth, and DC Alexander 10th. Oh, Brent Roy sideways through one. He gets it collected. He's having a solid battle with Ryan St. Clair for the 12th spot. There we go. 10 laps remain for Ben Erskine. His gap's almost 3 seconds now. He's pulled away another 10th. Looks like Ben Erskine's the man to beat still. Won his heat race. Led every lap so far. He is the man on a mission. Erskine closing it up with some lap traffic. Dave Getchell in the 12. Brent Roy in the 26R. He'll have to deal with them shortly. He looks to the outside. He's clear of the 12 car. Another lap car down. Ryan Ripley, he's just 2 car lengths back from the 3rd place car, Frank Moulton. Ben Erskine looks under the lap car of Brent Roy. He gets it done. No issues there. He's coming on 5 laps remaining. He's still pulling away. He's up to almost 3.5 seconds. But lap cars in front of him, he gets even faster. I didn't think the draft worked here like that, but he found a way to make it work. Ripley now on the bumper, Frank Moulton. He's looking high for 3rd. Can't get it done out of 2. Looks for the crossover into 3. He's going to nose under. There's contact. Frank Moulton around in turn 3. He's up over the curb. He's parked in the grass in turn 4. 3 laps to go. Can he get it fired? Will we have a restart? Frank Moulton still sitting there. 2 to go. No yellow yet. But still a car sitting in turn 4. Looks like they're going to leave him. I'm sure he's in that thing trying to fire it up. But the white flag will wave for Ben Erskine. No yellows today. Ben Erskine in front of some lap traffic, behind some lap traffic. He'll come through with his first win of the season. Tiger Colby 2nd, Ryan Ripley 3rd. Josh St. Clair worked his way all the way up to 4th out of nowhere. Chris Thornell finished 5th. Will Collins 6th. Connor Weiners comes home 7th. Scotty Hall comes home 8th. Ryan St. Clair 9th. DC Alexander 10th. He was pretty excited. He toasted them rear tires. Hope he ain't going to mount them on there next week. Yeah, that 1 tire a week rule makes it pretty tough. You want to burn them right down, be like, oh, I got to use it one more time. Oh, now the family's here to join. Ben Erskine, he's finally out of the thing. All right, man, tell me. You went out, won your heat race, started on the pole, never looked back. Nobody had a thing for you. This thing was on a rail. Even in traffic, you were still pulling away. Tell me, man, what did it take to get it here? What is it like?
I think the car was unbelievable. Probably the best car I've ever had here. Joel Tozier did the setup, and thing's flawless. I mean, it was fantastic. I can't thank these guys enough. Brian, all the kids, Mason, Olivia, Aiden, Ashton, Mount Donis here, Chris Matchett over in the pit. Katie, she came. It's her first race. Maybe I should bring her more. Maybe she's good luck.
Dude, it's always good luck to have a good luck chum around, yeah?
Oh, it is, yeah, definitely. And I got to dedicate this in memory of my brother-in-law, Adam Cooley. He died of cancer last year, so it's in memory of him.
Definitely have a memorial for him. Tell me, man, you got some sponsors you got to thank on this one? There's got to be something on this car. It's pretty black, but there's got to be something on here.
Just the trucking company I own, Erskine Trucking. BMR Logging out of Jackman on the back, and Groundhog Graphics.
Hey, sometimes being your own supporter is your best supporter. But hey, congratulations on the win. Great job, Ben. Well earned, well deserved. Great job. All right, we get some pictures taken with Mom. Tiger Colby with a stellar 2nd place performance here. One of the few cars that can make it work on the outside, man. This thing was fast. He had track position all day, so he could just check right out. You have to use your stuff up coming through, man. Tell me, though, how'd this car go? What was it like for you?
Oh, we got here and we tried out in practice, and I think it was a complete crap. One night crap, she was loose in, loose out, couldn't even hang on to it, and then we made a change for the heat race, and thing come to life.
Hey, man, I've been there before. You just unload the car. You're just totally unhappy with it. You throw a couple parts at it. I saw you up there in the pits earlier. You were working on the thing, and whatever you guys did, it definitely looks like you hit it on the head, man. You did a great job with it.
Yeah, she went good tonight. I got to thank my dad, my mom, my grandfather, everybody that helps me. I couldn't do it without them, so.
Definitely a family effort on this one. You guys are always in victory lane, aren't you? Hey, great job, Tiger. All right, we'll make our way to another long runner here. This family's always finding its way to victory lane, especially at Wiscasset. Ryan Ripley from the back all the way up to third, just kind of run out of laps, man. You got to come from far back. They need a little more than 40, don't you?
Yeah, I'd like a 50 lapper, but I don't know. I kind of faded at the end anyways. That's all she had, but we were going.
Yeah, it's all she had, but she still had quite a lot in it, man. You beat a lot of impressive cars out there, and you did it quite well. But you've been here a lot lately, but you still want to thank these sponsors again?
Yeah, well, I got to start with Forrest Peasley. He's the one making this happen, and I appreciate that. Oh, geez, we got, I don't know, my dad, my wife, and my kid, and Andy, and Ryan Ledbetter, and yeah, keep feeding them to me. Joey, and I mean, there's a long list of people. Richard, I mean, a lot of people make this happen.
Definitely, man. I mean, you're getting wins all over the place now. I see you winning a pass mall. Now you're coming here, you're winning races. You got your late model program going good. You're just on fire right now, ain't you?
We've got a good little roll going right now, so I hope we can keep it rolling.
All right, there's Ryan Ripley, your third place finisher. There's your top three for the Wood Pellet Warehouse late models. All right, the pace car pulls off the track. Green flag waves. We got a 4th gen and a 3rd gen Camaro side by side in turn 1. Draw stop high. Something's wrong with the 74. Hannon will take over second, followed by Jonathan Emerson and Mike Haynes. Draw still having problems. He's up high on the front stretch. His heat race looks to be about over. Up front, we got him single file. The 78, the 08, the 24. All within about a half second of one another, fighting for the lead. Romano high out of 4. Hannon looks to take the lead. It's Mac Hannon into turn 1 in the 08 car. And Mac Hannon manages to clear Brady into turn 3. Jonathan Emerson looks like he wants to try to follow suit, take second. He's going to do so at the line. Romano falls into third. Emerson into second. Hannon has a little bit of breathing room. It looks like a Camaro playground out there besides that one lone Monte Carlo running in the 5th position. Halfway through for Mac Hannon. He's up to a 7/10 of a second lead. That's about 3.5 car lengths. These guys are turning a 17.6 at the best. It's pretty quick for these old cars. Top 3 remaining about where they were lap after lap. Pretty evenly matched here. Top 3 getting some breathing room from 4th place. They've got about a half second on to 4th. But Mac Hannon doesn't want to let up. He extends that lead. It's now up to about 9/10 of a second. 2 to go. Mac Hannon in the 08. The 27, Scott Eck keeps trying to look up high on Caleb Emerson Maines. He can't quite make it work. He wants in the top 5. White flag waves, Mac Hannon. One more time around. He still has 8/10 on Jonathan Emerson. Brady Romano hanging strong back in 3rd. His car looks pretty solid today. And the checkers will wave. Matt Cannon, Jonathan Emerson, Street Stocks ready to go. Green flag waves. They're side by side racing into turn 1. Bernie Dinsmore with a little advantage out of turn 2. Bernie Dinsmore rolls through 3 and 4 well. He looks like he might have something for Josh St. Clair in the 51. Bernie will lead that first lap. Kurt Hewins looks like he wants to try the high side and follow Bernie. But Josh is not giving up at all. A little bit of contact into turn 3. He's telling him that that was not his spot yet. We're still side by side as we come across the stripe. Heads up into turn 1. And now it's Josh St. Clair with a little advantage over Bernie. He's getting used to the street stocks again. He's finding a rhythm. Looks like he's going to clear Bernie out of turn 4. He's now the sole leader. As Kurt Hewins looks like he tries to take second place away from Bernie. Zach Emerson's running 4th. Billy Childs Jr. already up into 5th spot. He's fast out there. Fastest car on the track so far has been Josh St. Clair with a 17.61. He's now starting to stretch his lead. Something wrong with the 3 car. Bernie Dinsmore slow on the backstretch. He went from fast to slow in a hurry. Something must have broken there. That puts Zach Emerson and Billy Childs Jr. in 3rd and 4th, respectively. These guys are averaging about 75, 76 miles an hour out there. As the 51 and the 14 extend their lead slightly over the 3rd and 4th place cars. Three laps to go for the 51 of Josh St. Clair. As Billy Jr. looks to put the battle on for 3rd. He's looking high out of turn 2. He wants to show Wiscasset that he's here to play. Oh, problems with the 05 of Brett Osmond. He's slow on the front stretch. The battle right now is still definitely for the 3rd spot. As Josh St. Clair takes the white flag in his number 51 Camaro. It looks like he has this one pretty well wrapped up over his teammate Kurt Hewins in the 14. Kurt Hewins, a long-time street stock driver. The win will go to Josh St. Clair, followed by Kurt Hewins. Zach Emerson held on for 3rd. Billy Childs waves the green. We're racing. Matt Cannon, Jonathan Emerson side by side into 1. Looks like Matt Cannon with a nose going down that backstretch into turn 3. They've got about a car length and a half on 3rd place already. Emerson not ready to give up the fight yet, but can't make that outside work. Nobody can quite stick that outside out of turn 4. He'll drop into 2nd. He'll fall in line. Brady Romano still 3rd. The top 4 single file all in a row. Matt Cannon, Jonathan Emerson, Brady Romano, Mike Haynes. Side by side for 5th, we have Caleb Emerson Maines and Scott Eck. I know it's not showing it on that leaderboard there, but the 08 is in fact leading the race. He looks like he's having a little bit of a transponder issue. Bernie Dinsmore on the outside. He's looking to make some way up through the field. He's trying to see if he can get to the outside of Josh St. Clair now. Meanwhile, Eck still trying to get past Caleb Emerson Maines. He can't quite get it done. The old Monty's holding strong. It looks like he'll be able to clear him out of turn 4. Emerson clear for 5th at the line. Ross clear for 6. Looks like Scott X starting to inch his way backwards on that outside. Tires just getting too hot to be able to hold it out there. Trouble for Dinsmore. He's high in turn 4. Looks like he gathers it back, loses a couple positions. Kurt Hewins looking low on Josh St. Clair into turn 3. St. Clair's going to let him have it. Hewins passes Josh St. Clair at the line. Count him as a new 7th place car. Meanwhile, Matt Cannon Jr. still extends his lead slowly but surely over Jonathan Emerson. I can't tell you his lap times, but I can only say they're a little bit better. Jonathan ran an 18.1, so let's just say that he ran an 18 faster than a 1. Brady Romano holding on strong for 3rd place. He's looking to get his first top 3 in the street stocks. But Mac looks strong. He's pulling the whole field now. The top 4 have left the 5th place car, and they have a big gap between each one of them. Roughly half a second between each of the top 4, then a couple seconds back to 5th, which we have a side-by-side battle. Josh St. Clair looking to get around Caleb. Josh is up to his number. He can't make it stick. Caleb's back clear into turn 3. The outside struggles continue. Meanwhile, Ethan Dinsmore in the 5 looks to pull off the track. He's having mechanical problems. Halfway through this race, Matt Cannon Jr., Jonathan Emerson, Brady Romano. The Italian Stallion looking to get his first top 3. Oh, Emerson sideways through 1. Looks like he had a little help. He gets it rolling through 2. His bad luck continues. The trouble for Emerson, that'll put Keith Drost up into 4th. Kurt Hewins up into 5th. Oh, scratch that. That'll be Drost in 5th and Hewins in 6th. Cannon's transponder issues continue. Eight laps remain on the night. Oh, we have a car around in turns 3 and 4. See if he can get it going. He cannot. The yellow flag waves. Let's see who it is when they come waves. Everyone's racing. Nice clean start off into turn 1. Matt Cannon with a definite advantage through 2. He'll clear Emerson out of 2. Romano holds on to 3rd. Oh, Keith Drost slow. He's high on the backstretch. He loses the top 5 spot. Now Kurt Hewins up to 4th. Mike Haynes back to 5th. Kurt Hewins looking to sneak into the top 3 now. He's looking low Romano. He turns Romano down the backstretch. Front bumper to rear bumper. Romano now in turn 3 on the grass. Yellow flag waves. What could have been the first top 3 ends in grass in turn 3. All right, pace car's off. Green flag's waving. And we are racing back into turn 1. Hannon and Emerson. Hannon once again, the strongest car through 1 and 2. He clears Emerson out of 2. Hewins looking to clear Romano down the backstretch. He's going to nose on. Romano pushes up a little bit, little door contact. He'll come across the line in 3rd with 7 to go. Romano will clear Hewins out of 2, but Hewins goes for the crossover again. He gets it this time. He's under Romano for 3rd. Romano pushes way up the track. That car got super tight. He pulls back in for fourth. Mike Haynes gives him a little bit of ground. But up front, it's still Matt Cannon running away. He's the car to beat on the night. Jonathan Emerson second, looking to hold off Kurt Hewins, who's in third. Mike Haynes looks to take fourth from Romano. He does it. St. Clair looks to take fifth. Get a pair of top fives on the night for Josh. He gets the job done. He's up to fifth position. We're coming up to 3 to go. Romano struggling on the outside. He's falling back from Grace. Ewan's looking to cross over. Emerson on the front stretch. Can't get it done. He squares off 1 and 2. Tries to get a run down the back stretch on the outside. Ewan's looking high. 2 to go this time by. Can't stick it out of 4. Will he try the crossover through 1 and 2? He goes in high. He looks to come out low, see if he can stick the crossover on the backstretch. Emerson shuts the door. Hewins looks high again. Let's see if he tries the same move here on the white flag lap. Hewins high. Can't get it done. Enters 1 high. Let's see if he can cross out of 2. He gets the cross. He gets the big run. Emerson shuts the door. Can't get the job done. Only one way now. That's to the high side or through him. Looks like Emerson holds on. Panini winner. Emerson second. Hewins third. St. Clair Trying holds to get on on for strap fourth. from this machine. You're always belted pretty tight into a race car. It takes a minute to get back out of them. It's the end of the night. A lot of people left, but there's still quite a few people here. Cheer you on, Victory Lane, Mac. That was a great run for you. This old Camaro looked like it was pretty hooked up. She went pretty good, man. So tell me, sir, what was it like to go out there and just pretty much dominate a street stock race?
I hate doing it from the pole, but hey, we'll take it. It's good for our sponsors. It's makes us feel better after 11th place finish last week. So
That's definite, man. I mean, you always hate to win it from the pole because you want a challenge, but I've never turned down a win from the pole, man. It's still just as good in the long run.
yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah. Well, what do you got for sponsors to thank on this machine?
First of all, it's my anniversary. Me and my girlfriend, we've been together for 6 years. I almost passed up tonight to go. They're up at camp, so that's why my little man's not on the hood. But she last minute, she's like, "Hey, we got to go racing. So you guys go, you go." So I packed up this morning and headed to my dad's and loaded it up. So AutoFab, my family first of all, my girlfriend, my dad, the boys. They're awesome. They're there behind me 110%, as I said before. The old Daisy Valley crew, those guys are awesome. They're fun to be with. Dave Brandon, Scott Eck, all of them and stuff. We got AutoFab, Paul's Performance, Fish Engineering, Tired Iron, Welding, Oakland Park Lanes, Salinins, and a few others that want to be on board next year, so that's pretty exciting.
That's always good, man. And it's always good when you got to keep a girlfriend that wants to go racing instead of go to camp, man.
Yeah, I have a feeling she's pretty bummed that she's not here. I know my little man is, so he'll get another trophy in his room. So.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Congratulations, big street stock win. Make our way over to second place. No stranger to Victory Lane here. No stranger to Victory Lane in Oxford. Wherever he brings a street stock, looks like he's fast with it. Jonathan Emerson here. Tell me, man, what was it like to park this blue 24 back in Victory Lane again in second spot?
I almost forgot how to get here. It's been a while, but we finally figured out some things and went back to square one, and we're getting better. We still got a lot of work to catch that 08 and even that 14. I just got lucky to get track position, but I would like to thank Keith for working on this thing all day. We finally got it pretty close, but Keith, Triple K Excavation, Portland Glass, and Uncle Mo's Diner, Yankee Yardworks, MG Concrete, Daisy Valley, Dodo's Hot Rod. They bought me a tire today, and just everyone to come out.
Yeah, there's Jonathan Emerson. He brings home a second place finish. He got back to Victory Lane. I'm pretty sure he'll start coming back here more and more often again. It's not like he forgets how to get around here. Kurt Hewins, definitely no stranger to any victory lane he's ever been to. Any track he goes to, he manages to find his way here. Good, solid third place run for you. You had a restart just a few to go, still managed to get it done. Nice crossover. You had real strong crossover moves going. Just couldn't quite get the lane you needed coming out of 2 once you made the crossover. But what was the car like for you, Kurt?
I was a little tight off the corner in the second groove, but other than that, it was pretty good. I got to thank Dave. Dave pays the bill in this car. Todd, Red, everybody that helps me in the pit, my father, my son. I got to thank my brother. My brother helped me out with the suspension this week, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely. I imagine that your brother Kyle, I assume, he got this thing going for you pretty good. He definitely knows his way around these race cars for you. But that was Kurt Hewins in the 14 car, bringing home a third-place finish in the street stocks. And that's going to wrap up our program here, wrap up our night at Wiscasset Speedway.
Hey, folks, don't forget we're back in action again next Saturday with a special race. Will be the Enduro, a 100-lap Enduro to wrap up the show. So be sure to make plans to join us next Saturday here at Wiscasset Speedway. Pits open at 1. The VIPs get in at 3. The grandstand opens for everyone else at 4, and the green flag is going to fly at 5. Thank you very much for making us part of your weekend, and we look forward to seeing you again next Saturday here at Wiscasset Speedway.